coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing. Just play good, solid, smart basketball on both ends of the floor.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And Allen slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Stolen by Okoro. And Sexton slams it in.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Oladipo with the ball. Picked up by Love. Outside Butler. Oladipo outside. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by Colin Sexton. Outside Robinson. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And with it.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Robinson for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Love. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
How about Kevin Love getting a little physical on the defense, good at using his size and some of that length to pick up the foul on his way up.
Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here's Okoro. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Here's Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pushing it up. Here's Hero. He had 15 points last outing. Butler, no good. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. The Heat trailed by 3. Pass to Butler. There's the triple. The Cavaliers pull it in to the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
And the Heat making a change here. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Hero. Miami no good on that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Stolen by none. Here's Dragic from outside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
He got it up. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And guys, has been the driving. Stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Back to none. From downtown, the shot will not fall. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Pass to Hero. Takes the three. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Okoro wide open. He fires. Launches a three. They get it back.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Hero. The three-pointer, no good. The wide open look here for Garland. No good on the shot. And the Heat going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Love. Out of hand on it. Here's Allen. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Achua. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Heat missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one is good.
You got to know that about Kevin Love. He's going to take what the defense gives him, that time inside.
And his whole career, Kevin Love, a fantastic passer at that position. Great vision for a big man.
You think about it, Greg, he's one of those players who you're kind of watching throughout the course of any game, and you're hoping for that kind of highlight. I mean, that's rarefied air. If it's not a dunk, but we're waiting for a Kevin Love outlet pass, that tells you it's special.
Now, here's Sexton. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Pass to Butler. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
The offensive rebound. Robinson misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count that bucket. Hartenstein's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is coach knows that, they know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Now, here's Oladipo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Adebayo on the inside knows he has to go up hard. He's going to get hit, and he forces the D to do it that time.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Here's Prince. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Prince has got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Butler. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Prince's shot is good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And here's Oladipo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6. And here's Ariza from the arc. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Miami with the ball. 3 seconds left. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off.
Well, the key there is Taurean Prince staying with his man, the versatility to guard positions, because he can guard a multitude of them.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Here's Dotson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Ariza no up.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Now here is Dellavedova. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. Here's Prince. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Butler goes in, makes it off the glass. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Butler. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Oladipo misses.
They've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Wade gets the bucket.
Now they're playing.
What kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust light a fire.
Good point.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Now here's Dragic. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Nunn. Bjelica off on the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's Stevens. They grab their own miss. Fires the three. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat trail by 20.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers ahead. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And it's Osman missing.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. Now, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Wade from outside. Pass to Hartenstein. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. And Miami making a change here. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You've got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland moving the ball around. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Here's Osman. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Wade.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
One of those guys who you say 6'4", but plays bigger, Oladipo with the strength to finish through the contact.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dellavedova. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Dellavedova. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Ariza.
Dellavedova is a 2-speed player, first and second gear, but smart enough to read the situation there and end up drawing the foul.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Oladipo outside. Here's Butler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Robinson for 3. Can't hit that one. And Cleveland will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
And guys, what we saw here tonight.